Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Dugong Chino Pusong Pinoy is brought to you by Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Owishi Oh Wow, Dash Cargo, propelling possibilities, BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific, AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc., Peak Sports Philippines, Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation, Chua Bang Tang, Jimmy C, Aningo.
全球的观众朋友们，大家早上好！欢迎您再一次来到全菲律宾唯一的高清电视中文电视节目《CHiNOY TV》碧华电视台。
I am Alvin Kingson Tan, President of Fil-Chi Media Productions Inc. Fil-Chi Media Productions Inc., the producer behind CHiNOY TV, started 2010, where we partnered with Net25 in creating a lifestyle magazine show targeting the Chinese-Filipino community. So from 2010, we've actually worked with different networks such as PTV4, Living Asia, ABS-CBN News Channel, CNN Philippines, and now with Billionaire News Channel. The mission of CHiNOY TV is to create activities and contents which aims to strengthen the Chinese-Filipino identity. We also aim to bridge the Chinese and the Filipino community. One of the major projects of CHiNOY TV is Chinese by Blood, Filipino by Heart. It's a 30-minute documentary series which highlights the stories of inspiring and prominent Chinese-Filipino personalities. One of the biggest challenges that we've encountered was during the pandemic. We had no choice but to stop the production. But at the same time, this gave us the opportunity to pivot and to convert the organization from a TV black timer into a multi-platform organization. At the same time, be more purposeful, create contents which aims to inspire not only the Chinese Filipinos but also the general Filipino audience. Doesn't matter whether you're Chinoy or non-Chinoy, because we're talking about universal values.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Dugong Chino Pusong Pinoy is brought to you by Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Dash Cargo, propelling possibilities, AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc., Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation, BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific, Peak Sports Philippines, Chua Bang Tang, Jimmy C, Aningo, Cosmopolitan Memorial Chapels and Crematory, Ursao, Dermisay Incorporated, Philflex Wires and Cables, Japan Parts Trading Center, Evergreen Cereals, Tanyan Key Foundation, East Ocean Palace Restaurant, Tiger Lim Events, GB Shoes, Versailles Palace Alabang Events Place, Mass by Green EPH, Water Care, Ford Tractor Philippines, your long-term agriculture partner, HOA Trading Corp, Zespri, High Top Supermarket, Royal Shark's Fin Seafood Restaurant, Golden Fortune Seafood Restaurant, CW Home Depot, Poland Hopia, OSK Tools USA, Chinese-Filipino Business Club Inc., Federation of Filipino-Chinese Association of the Philippines Foundation Inc., Philippine Jinjiang General Association, Jersey Haven, Anna Maria Lam, Enrique Chua, Ang Kian Hyung, William Goshako, Mary Nang, Uy Shokpo, G2 Global, Verleo Catering, Wonderful Trading, MGM Industry Inc., Grand Family Association of the Philippines Inc., Sharon Tan, Thomas Kua, Esther and Danny Lee, Nung Family, Lee Pue Chin and Jensen Chua, Mega World.
I think it's looking beyond, your bloodline. It's looking beyond everything physical about you, and it's looking deeper into your success, into your achievements, into what you can like, and more into who you are as a person, what you like, what you dislike, what you want to achieve in your life, because that's what will shape your life forever. My sport is very Chinese. It's wushu. It's a Chinese martial art, but all of my teammates are Pinoy, and I'm the only one with Chinese blood on the team. And it's really ironic kasi galing sa China yung sport na yun, pero ako lang yung may Chinese blood sa amin lahat. I think personally what it means is never forgetting where you came from, never forgetting the values that being Chinese have instilled in you, but also never forgetting what country you represent. So for me, that's representing the Philippines.
I think I'd like to commend my parents for their support for the career that I've chosen. Especially for me, I'm a firstborn and I'm the only boy in the family. So the usual trajectory for me would be to manage my dad's business, but that's not what I chose. And initially my dad, of course, wasn't too happy about that, but he supported me all the way. I told him I wanted to take further studies on broadcast journalism, and I wanted to do it abroad. So he supported that. He sent me to one of the best universities in the States to do that, and I can feel that they're proud of what I've done and what I've achieved. They're my biggest fans. Of course, I grew up in a family that's very traditionally Chinese, but I did grow up in the Philippines as well. I was born here, raised here. So I do feel that culturally, I am Chinese, but by heart, I'm Filipino because I grew up here and I love this country.
The most significant books that I have written is a 4-volume set of books entitled One Day at a Time. The reason being, I wrote that at the lowest moment of my life. It was when my business was not fairly treated to me, and I was left out in the cold without even knowing where I'm gonna get my next meal from. One lesson I learned is people change. But that thing that happened to me, I would not have been doing what I'm doing now. The biggest lesson there is that just when the pieces seem to be falling apart, it might be the inflection point where God is putting the pieces in its rightful place. And that also contributed to a positive outcome and outlook no matter what difficulties in life we are in. Chinese by blood and Filipino by heart simply means to me Acts 17 from the New Testament. We are appointed on a specific season in a definite geographical place, and that's why the Lord has put me here in this country. This is the one and only country I have. And so in terms of ethnicity, that Chinese culture will never be taken away from me. But in terms of obligation, appreciation, and everything else, I'm truly, truly, very, very much Filipino by heart.
So I consider myself an ugly duckling because when I was very young, I actually failed the entrance exam to ICA 3 times. The only time na tinanggap ako was because my mom met someone, a good Samaritan. And nang tinanggap ako, on probation pa ako. Pag bumagsak daw ako ng 1 quarter, they won't even let me finish na. So, as you can see, hindi ako mahilig mag-aral noon. When I went there for grade 1, I became an honor student and I never looked back. So now I always tell people na, grades, ano lang yan, textbook. Pero when you put your heart to it, that means more. Just turn these setbacks into inspiration, I guess. Since I know how it feels to be rejected, so you kind of have a bigger drive to become more and to be a bigger person. If you trace my ancestry, I think I am second-gen CHiNOY here, but I consider myself a Filipino. My intentions are for the Philippines. So when we think of projects or what we can do for the society, I mean, we're among Filipinos, we are Filipinos as well. Kung ano yung nangyayari sa Philippines, you are part of that story. And you think of contributing to society, it's contribution to the Philippines.
Being in the movie production business, in the film feature business, first of all is the production of Mano po. Well, we want to showcase Chinese-Filipino stories in the Philippines, but as well as have it resonate to the wider audience, which are the Filipinos. So that it's something that we have to blend in our story in a way na Chinese-Filipino in any matter can work together, which we have shown in the movie. Well, on a personal level, Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart, it means a lot to me. Definitely because I grew up in a Chinese school and I'm one of the lucky ones and I'm proud of that heritage that I was in a Chinese school. Even though I was born here, I learned so much about myself, about my roots, about my ancestors.
So as a CHiNOY, initially when I was about to choose my college degree, usually at that time, the CHiNOYs were usually business people. But I felt that I'm more inclined towards the sciences. And so my path led me to being a physician. And I'm really very grateful for that. And I believe that my being CHiNOY, being Chinese and Filipino, is helping me become a better doctor because I have more discipline, I suppose. And I have this empathy and compassion for my patients, which is very typical of Filipinos. Joy of life, joy of living, and all that. Being Chinese by blood and Filipino by heart, for me, makes me able to expand my lens or my view of the world. So as a Chinese, I have this discipline and respect that have been cultivated in me by my elders and by my relatives. And as a Filipino, especially with a Filipino heart, I believe that I have that warmth and empathy that is also helping me become a better doctor.
As a CHiNOY ice hockey player in the Philippines, being CHiNOY really affects me and how I approach certain things, like the discipline, how disciplined I am in trainings, in practices, or in games. I'm more composed in making decisions. I'm more poised. I don't really rush into certain situations without thinking about it. So being Chinese by blood and Filipino by heart, for me, don't really feel too much of a difference. Since growing up as a kid, I grew up with both cultures. My family preaches and practices more of the Chinese cultures, whereas Philippines more of here and there, I'm exposed to it.
Tay, dito na po kayo.
Sarap pag may asim. Fil-Chi with cracklings.
Fil-Chi potato fries. It's cheesy to love.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Dugong Chino, Pusong Pinoy.
I am proud to be Chinese by blood and Filipino by heart because it reminds me that I'm part of something bigger than myself. 2 traditions, 2 stories, 1 identity. Hi, I'm Cassandra Chan, and I'm the current Assistant Pageant Director and Pageant Manager of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global 2026. My childhood growing up as a Filipino-Chinese child was overwhelming and exciting. I was born in California, United States, and I lived there with my brother until I was 7 to 8 years old. It was only when I migrated to the Philippines with my family when I was in 1st and 2nd grade that my ama actually taught me the traditions and the new language, Hokkien. My pursuits were very into the creative field. I love to paint. I've been drawing and illustrating since I was a kid. When I paint and when I illustrate, I can let go of all the emotions I have. So usually I paint and I illustrate when I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling happy. So if I have strong emotions, that's when I will draw, that's when I will illustrate. I was a ballet dancer. I was doing ballet actually since I was 7 years old, and I pursued it until my mid-20s. So that's something that is not usual for a Filipino-Chinese daughter. Usually we're pushed into business and inheriting the family business, but I'm just very grateful and appreciative to my parents, especially my mom and my dad, because they really pushed me and supported me in my creative pursuits. Being a beauty queen, it was never a dream. What led me into pageantry was just by complete chance. So I really feel like it was a redirection from God. After college, I was dancing in a ballet company for 2 years. And then on my second year, I had a very big ankle injury. The doctors told me I had to wait half a year, so like 6 months before I could dance again. So I was out of a job, I had no money, I was depressed. And then thankfully my mom introduced me to modeling workshop just for fun. The mentor there introduced me to pageantry. My first pageant actually was Binibining Pilipinas 2019. I learned so much about myself. Medyo baguhan pa ako, but I had that confidence in myself from that pageant, from the competition. Binibining Pilipinas helped me find my voice as an individual, how to use my platform and my voice to influence other people. What led me to join Miss Chinatown actually was that I've been following the pageant as a very light fan since 2013, since the beginning. I found it very fascinating that there would be a pageant just meant for us Filipino Chinese. With everyone at home, social media has been a very big aspect in our lives, and I think that to further maximize it, we can also use our IGs, our Facebooks, and our Twitter. So all of these applications are not only a tool for social media and talking to friends, but they're also a tool to bring awareness to certain charities and certain organizations that need our help. So having that platform, even having a couple of followers, is something good, because if you can impact one person's life, it can also impact other people. So I think social media is great, and technology is something that we can all use right now during this lockdown. I have so many unforgettable moments. The most memorable one was definitely the coronation night.
Congratulations to Mr. Justin Yap and Miss Cassandra Chan.
I was the winner during Miss Chinatown pandemic batch. So that was in 2020 at the height of COVID. I had my outfits ready and biglang lockdown happens in March. I remember it so vividly. I felt very disappointed about the situation, but sabi ko, okay, I'll just join the next year. And lo and behold, there was an application for the pageant, but it was online. It was via Zoom. I actually just wanted to win Miss Chinatown and end my pageant career there. But some fans and some people messaged me and pursue me to join other pageants. And I think because I won Miss Chinatown in 2020, it gave me that push to believe in myself that I could actually win a national title. And then after that, 2021 was my rest year, and then 2022 was Miss World Philippines. When I won Miss World Philippines Charity 2022, honestly, I was a bit shocked, also very grateful, because I think it was the second year where the second princess, the second runner-up, was given a title instead of just second princess. It was very connected to me because the charity that I support, which is Cerebral Palsy and Epilepsy Family Awareness Support Group, I was inspired to support them throughout the years.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Dagong Chino Pusong Pinoy is brought to you by Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Dash Cargo, Propelling Possibilities, AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc., Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation, BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific, Peak Sports Philippines, Chua Beng Teng, Jimmy C, Aningo, Cosmopolitan Memorial Chapels and Crematory, Ursao, Dermisay Incorporated, Philflex Wires and Cables, Japan Parts Trading Center, Evergreen Cereals, Tanyan Key Foundation, East Ocean Palace Restaurant, Tiger Lim Events, GB Shoes, Versailles Palace Alabang Events Place, Mass by Green EPH, Water Care, Ford Tractor Philippines, your long-term agriculture partner, Hoa Trading Corp, Zespri, High Top Supermarket, Royal Shark's Fin Seafood Restaurant, Golden Fortune Seafood Restaurant, CW Home Depot, Poland Hopia, OSK Tools USA, Chinese-Filipino Business Club Inc., Federation of Filipino-Chinese Association of the Philippines Foundation Inc., Philippine Jinjiang General Association, Jersey Haven, Anna Maria Lam, Enrique Chua, Ang Kian Hyung, William Goshako, Mary Nang, Uy Shokpo, Petromax Enterprise, Yalex Shirt, Vecco Paper, Filipino-Chinese Chuancho Association Inc., Federation of Filipino-Chinese Alumni Association Inc., Albert Ko, Leonard D., Lim Gyokyan, Teresita and Edison Tung.
When my life was dull and colorless, ginawa mong kulay kahel at dilaw ang mundo ko. And suddenly, my life feels like summer.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. Hashtag Dugong Chino, Pusong Pinoy.
Another major project of CHiNOY TV is Mr. Chinatown Global. So it's a platform and competition which aims to unite and promote oneness between overseas Chinese all over the world.
Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global is an international competition that celebrates people with Chinese ethnicity globally. Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global Year 1, it's like a big cultural celebration, so I found that very interesting. It didn't feel like a competition. My role with Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global Year 2, I was actually tapped by the president, Alvin Kingson Tan. I was offered the position, and honestly, it was a privilege, an honor just to be chosen and just to be thought of. I prayed about it, and I have the drive to give out the skills I can to make Year 2 even better than before. For Assistant Pageant Director, so my goal is to really support the Pageant Director, who is actually Nicole Cordoves, in whatever insight that she has and whatever oversight that she has for the pageant. So my job is really to support her, and of course to give my views as well. My role as a pageant manager, so I help in acquiring candidates and looking for aspiring people who could represent their countries, and it's honestly something that's very new to me, but I'm thankful to the pageant team for mentoring me into this role. So what we're looking for this year for Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global Year 2 is someone who has pride and passion, of course, for their Chinese heritage. That's the first one. The second one will be someone, an individual who has global influence and global beauty in their community. So wherever they may be living in, they just have that impact. And I think for the third one, an individual or candidate that has a diverse background, whether it is in their business or their career or any talent that they have. We want someone diverse and someone unique. So I think that's what makes Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global different from the other pageants. We want diverse candidates. For candidates, I think you should join Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global Year 2 because it is a big opportunity to showcase your Chinese heritage on the global stage. You're going to be learning experiences from other candidates who live in other countries. You'll be more confident and you'll appreciate who you are after joining this pageant. My message for the future candidates of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global Year 2 is to not hold back. Don't hold back and to take every day as it comes, because again, this pageant is a very quick competition, but it's jam-packed with a lot of activities and events. Put your best foot forward and to be confident enough to shine the brightest and put forward what you have to offer on the stage.
CHiNOY TV, for me, I consider CHiNOY TV like a baby. From 2010, seeing the infancy years all the way to what it is right now. And every year, we've been progressing, we've been innovating. But more than the growth, I think it's the impact to the community. When I get to talk to people, hearing them recognize the brand, hearing them say that when they were still studying, when they were still in college, when they were in Chinese schools, they were able to be inspired by the contents, by the activities. That's the biggest fulfillment.
Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. #Dugong Chino Pusong Pinoy was brought to you by Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Owishi Oh Wow, Dash Cargo, propelling possibilities, BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific, AgriPro Premier Nutrition Inc., Peak Sports Philippines, Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation, Chua Bang Tang, Jimmy C, Aningo,